Hey. So if you look at SXP from the perspective of spot, you're gonna notice that spot is about 10% higher, right? And then if you look at it from the count that I did earlier, it looks like we're near a top. But then if you look at it from the perspective of spot, it's still going a lot. And that original count does not hold true at all. So the original count in the futures is different. So if you notice here, this is probably a 1, this is a 2, and the logic is flawed where I said that it was probably a top around there. So that logic is entirely flawed, okay? Because then we were saying that in the futures, we were making a 1, 2, and then perhaps like a 3, and then a 4, and then 5. So if you take a look here, look at it. It's really different, right? You get the very last wave where I was counting the 1, the 2, and then 3 goes there, and the 4 is slightly in the 1 territory only, and then it goes up like that. So if you look at it from the spot perspective, it actually broke out already. So here is, for example, on spot where I said, okay, well, we're probably going to reach this trend line resistance over there, and it broke out entirely. So if there's such a gigantic funding rate difference right now and spot's so much higher, and then the spot also broke out of this resistance, it's only natural for SXP to probably end up breaking above here as well. Okay, so that's my logic. It's probably gonna smash right through it. So I think I'm gonna long it. Yeah, I'm gonna long it because it just makes a lot of sense for it to catch up. I mean, the funding rate is so ridiculously different right now, or I mean, like the percentages on spot and futures, that it just makes sense to long it. It's been trying to catch up the entire time, and there's nothing slowing it down. I mean, you look at the 3 hour, right? The 3 hour has 2 ticks already in the histogram on the spot, but in the futures, it only has, I think, 1 tick right now. So I really wonder if this is gonna just smoke it and just catch up and then just spike to the upside very soon. I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk like $10,000, and I'll probably like have a huge stop loss. I'll probably put my stop loss like even up near that yellow line probably. I don't mind risking 5%. I don't mind that at all. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna risk I'm gonna trade $100,000, and I'm just gonna see if it can actually get close to the spot, which is 85. So I'm probably gonna take this position right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna stop myself out like at 5%. I'm gonna go for like at least a 1-to-1. I'm gonna go for a 1-to-1 trade. Something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna fall below that yellow line, and it's a pretty good high probability trade. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go work out, and I'm gonna think about it during my workout. Okay, so I decided to long it. Unfortunately, I had to leverage because everything is an earn right now, and I don't want to go to my ledger and move it over. If you notice here in my futures, I only have like 10,000 in there, but my count has 123,000. So I'm too lazy to like go to my safe and get my fucking ledger and transfer. It's a pain in the butt. So that's why I'm leveraged like times 10 right now. I'm just being honest with you guys. So that was a good trade. It was a good trade. It just seems like the spot is so far away from the futures market that the futures has to catch up, especially with the negative funding rate. It's like negative 1%. So they had to catch up eventually. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to take my profit here because I'm over leveraged. Not only that, I don't want to be overexposed. Not only that, I'm going to the gym. So I'm just going to let it run a little bit more and just see how it's going. But it's going parabolic, right? So you don't want to take your profit too early when it's going parabolic. It's like really going up, right? So, decisions. I don't want to take it quite yet, but I'm just going to see a few more seconds and see how it's going to run, okay? Let's just let it run a little bit here. So I got the bearishly diverging sign now. So I might have missed out on my profit. That would be very annoying if I missed out on the top there. But I think it's still going to run a little bit. So if you look at the SPX here, It's like really, really running in the spot market. It broke out of that resistance that I drew. So it's like, it seems like it's going to break out of here too for SPX, right? But I'm at my take profit already for the defined trade that I made. So I'm just going to do it here, like at 79, say 50 here at 115000. And let's see if I can take this profit coming up right away. So I have my order here. That's going to nail me a pretty good profit. 0.795, $2,300. And let's see if this is going to close. So how's it looking right now, the spot? The spot's still flying. There's like no signs of it slowing down. Look, it's still going, but it is starting to get bearish now. We got doji there. Well, actually, we got a evening star. So that's not a good candle. So yeah, we're definitely finding signs of bearishness here now. So let's just see. This might actually be the very last wave. It just looks like it could be short term. Did I miss out on my profit? Like I might have. Because it looks like it just made 5 right here. Look, it just made 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So that's all right. Let's maybe that's not the final wave, you know, like maybe it's not, right? So still a chance of it even going higher than that. Nothing is more annoying than missing your profit, like missing your take profit. Nothing is more annoying than that, like trust me. And I was a percentage higher and I'm over leveraged, so it made sense for me to take my profit there, but I was like just debating, like, is it gonna go a little bit higher? And sometimes you're gonna get those arguments, right? It's like, is it gonna go a little bit higher? Should I take my profit? I mean, my RR is defined. I was gonna go for the 80 range. So now, unfortunately, it might very well be at the top already. So, because if you take a look at that resistance, it's like, is it gonna pop up? Just like how it did on the spot market, right? Because the spot market, this white line just ended up smashing to the upside. But here, it didn't quite smash. Opposite, actually. It's finding resistance. So we've always got to wonder now, is like the future's actually going to catch up to the spot, or is the spot going to catch back down to the futures? So because of this, it's a peculiar situation to be in, right? Because it could easily go the other way too, where the spot ends up dropping really, really hard, and then you're screwed if you're in a long position. So I'm not really liking the situation that I'm in right now. So I lost a little bit of profit there. I was like at up 2,500 at first, but I'm going to assume that it's going to go further. This is the spot over here. I'm going to assume that this is only the first wave, second, third, and this is the fourth, and there's going to be one more. Just like how I'll assume the same as well in this particular futures market. So I don't think that this was the count earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just don't think that's the count. I think that it's going to be like wherever the fuck that is. 1, 2. I think that's going to be a 3 and 4 somewhere here, and probably a 5. So I think it's going to move more. I hope it does. I mean, let's close the chandelier exit and just take a look. So, like right now, by this logic, we're at a resistance, which is really irritating. I don't like this situation that I'm in. I'm just going back and forth comparing the markets right now. But, you know, it does look like we're at the top here, actually, like when you think about it from other perspectives, like the 15-minute MACD is just taking a hit right now, like RSI is parabolically dropping, like fuck. And I think that this is doing the same, so it looks like it's really starting to lose steam and strength. Oh, man. Whenever you're leveraged like that, like I should have just taken my profit, because whatever, you know, it was a big percentage, right? So I'm just going back and forth right now between spot and futures. I see the 30-second MACD crosses to the upside. It's ticking upwards in spot. So futures will probably follow it in a similar way as well. I am going to take my profit though, and the reason is because I want to go to the gym. I want to start working out today, so I'm just going to cancel this. I'm going to nab some of my profit here at 787, for example. And let's see if I can sell it right here. And that should have closed my position. I think there's a lag. Oh, no, no, not quite. Some got nabbed, but not all. That's the thing. So just a few closed my position there, and then it tanked back down. So I closed about 30% of my position there. And let's see if it's actually going to continue to the upside. It's just a little bit more to close. Not that much, but who knows if it's got the momentum to keep going, right? I think it does. I think it does. Oh man, it reached that resistance. So now it's at 7.5 ranges. Just a little bit more. It's got to keep trying. A little bit more. Like the bulls are pushing down though. See the wick going down? Bears are fighting to go up. Same deal. Oh, that's not a good candle. It's not a good candle. Well, I might just close my position because I closed half already. I'm okay with it. So let's just see how much I made on this trade. And it's spread out, so I gotta check it in two. So 319 on the first one, and then 364 as if. What the fuck? That can't be right. No way that's right. So it's split up into 3 different trades here. So the first one got me $488, which is rounded up to 500. And then this one, the second one from the top, got me 319. So it's about 800, we'll say. And then the last one here, 364. So I made $1,164. And that was very, very fast. I mean, shit. Oh, it actually updated finally. It tells me right here. So $1,173. If you convert it to Canadian dollars, that's a fucking lot of money. $1,600. If you divide that by $1,600, divide that by 80, that's like $20 an hour working for 2 weeks. You'd have to work 2 fucking weeks, 80 hours to make this kind of money. And I'm doing it sitting on my sofa. Fuck, man. GG. What's up, guys? So I woke up for the SXP funding rate expiration, which was at a negative 2%. And I clearly saw a gigantic sell-off because everyone's been taking advantage of the 2%, right? So as soon as the 2% expires, you can expect a lot of the people to start selling off. And that's exactly what happened. They got the 2% funding rate profit, and then they sold off their position, and I happened to be watching it on the 15-second time frame. So that happened, and everything just got burned. So now I'm wondering if the whole thing is going to start collapsing now, and if that's actually the top, because it was catalyzing the top, right? So I entered with a small position of just $30,000, and I'm going to literally take my profit because I'm going to go back to bed right away. In just a few seconds, I'll take this profit here. Really do wonder how low this can go, though. This is the first of the 5 subwaves that have formed, I think. So now it's trying to make another, like, a small correction to the upside. I don't know if it can, if it's really done the top or not. I mean, it extended by how much, right? Like, stupid amount. Also, on the 10-minute time frame, you see that the chandelier exit held very true for the longest time. But now it's just starting to recover, which I really don't like. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay in this trade. I'm extremely tired. We got the bearishly engulfing candle that's just coming up right now. So it looks like the bears might take over. This parabolic rally is near the end now. We got the bearish harami candle that's forming as well. Interesting. This might be the top. It could be, yeah. The harami is nasty that's forming so far, the bearish harami. So bearish harami is taking up about a quarter of the previous candle, and pretty much is an inside candle that's 25% the length of a bullish candle like that. So that's not good so far. But right now on the 20-minute time frame, we're hitting the chandelier exit indicator. And on the 15-minute, we hit the chandelier exit indicator as well. So it's going to take a lot of force for it to break down. I mean, this is the trending force so far that has been holding to the upside, right? So it's not like it's just going to all of a sudden just smash it. Maybe it will, but it might take some time. So just a little bit more of a low, and I'll take it. I mean, I think it's going to drop here. I can't foresee it going to the upside a lot more. I mean, it's trying to break up above that 88 range. So honestly, I'm just going to go to bed here and just take my small, tiny little profit. There we go. I took it here. I really don't want to risk it because it's 3 in the morning, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be here up this late. So I closed it over 2 different trades. Here's a $100 profit, and here is a $940 profit. So I made $1,040 in, like, how fast was that? I entered it at 3 o'clock. I closed at 3:06. So I made $1,000 in 6 minutes, and now I'm going back to sleep. Good night. Alright, so I just entered another trade. I couldn't resist. I'm playing a small position, just $43,000. Reason for that is because there's clearly a descending triangle, and I'm just going to take the risk. So, see the descending triangle? It's attempting to break to the downside. I think it's doing the same thing as well in the spot. Yeah, it's not a descending triangle in spot, but it is on here for the futures. So let's see if it's going to break down. My stop loss will be clearly a break to the upside, but the 30-second is pending down. Yeah, it's got momentum heading down, but you just never know, right? In crypto, you never know. That was a good candle. That one right there was a wick rejection. See that big green one with the wick? That was a good candle for the bears. So I think that the bulls, when they lose this, and the bears are going to win. Even if I got like a small percentage, like 1 or 2 percentages, I would be very happy. And the reason for that is because I'm practicing playing smaller, but going for bigger gains, even like, and especially at late at night, right? I mean, on my account right here, I have like $123,000 or so, but I'm not playing all of it, of course. That was a crazy candle that just occurred. Like that wick right there was like a big ass candle. But this, you know, the momentum says down, so we have to listen to that. Really says down, so I don't know how much lower it can go though, but we'll see in a few seconds. Probably to here at least for now. I mean, whoa, it's just trying to smash that right here. Yeah, I found a small support. I'm up 1%. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna take this and go to bed right away soon. There we go. Give me a little bit more, and I'll take my profit here. Here we go. I'm happy with 550. Closed it. So I made 110 plus 450. So I made 550. So tonight I made $1,600 in the past 30 minutes. That's quite a bit. So I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Good night, guys.